Good morning, guys. I've been up this morning and I've been to the school already and helped pack with lunches. And I'm going to do our daily read aloud. And I can't wait to see you all on Zoom in about an hour and a half. So it's going to be a busy day full of kid stuff. And I'm excited. Now, my kid, she's dreading it because she knows she's got another essay to write today. So, Now, a huge shout out to Mackenzie Kendall and Ethan Thompson for doing our challenges on Facebook. Guys, if your parents have not logged on to the 4th grade BIS Facebook page, please have them do that because we're putting challenges out each day that you can finish and submit back to us, and you will get a prize in the mail. So if you haven't done that, don't miss out. Join in on the fun. Also, don't miss our Zoom today at noon with all the 4th grade and the teachers, so we can't wait to see you all then. Now, when we left off yesterday, we left off with Augie talking about how he didn't want to go trick-or-treating and he was going to miss out, and he was used to being called all sorts of names. And he heard Jack Wheel talking about him. And Jack has been one of the people that he thought was his good friend up until this point. So it really did hurt Augie. Now, when we start today, this is going to be part 2 of the book. And in this part of the book, it talks about, we see things happening from each character's point of view. So now we're going to look into Via, and it's going to tell the story from her side of things. So far, we've heard it from Augie's side. Let's hear from Via's point of view, what she thinks about all this. Her page says, Via. For above the world, planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. David Bowie, Space Oddity. Here's you a challenge. Who is David Bowie? Can you email that to me? Email boyd@k12.wv.us. Now, beginning on page 82, A Tour of the Galaxy. August is the sun. Me and Mom and Dad are planets and orbiting the sun. The rest of our family and friends are asteroids and comets floating around the planets that are orbiting the sun. The only celestial body that doesn't orbit August, the sun, is Daisy the dog. And that's only because to her little doggy eyes, August's face doesn't look very different from any other human's face. To Daisy, all our faces look alike, as flat and pale as the moon. Now, I'm used to the way this universe works. I've never minded it because it's all I've ever known. I've always understood that August is special and has special needs. If I was playing too loudly and he was trying to take a nap, I knew I would have to play something else because he needs his rest after some procedure or other had left him weak and in pain. If I wanted Mom and Dad to watch me play soccer, I knew that 9 out of 10 times they'd miss it because they were busy shuttling August to speech therapy or physical therapy or a new specialist or a surgery. Mom and Dad would always say I was the most understanding little girl in the world. Well, I don't know about that. Just that I understood that there was no point in complaining. What good would it have done anyway? Would they have stopped taking Augie? Would they have come to her games? Would they have made her more important? What good would it have done if she complained? So she didn't. She just went along with it because she knew that's what had to be done. I've seen August after his surgery, his little face banged up and swollen, his tiny body full of IVs and tubes to keep him alive. After you've seen someone else going through that, it feels kind of crazy to complain over not getting the toy you'd asked for, or your mom missing a school play. I knew this even when I was 6 years old. No one ever had to tell me. I just knew it. So I've gotten used to not complaining, and I've gotten used to not bothering Mom and Dad with little stuff. I've gotten used to figuring things out on my own. How to put toys together, how to organize my life so I don't miss friends' birthday parties, how to stay on top of my schoolwork so I never fall behind in class. I never asked for help with my homework. Never needed reminding to finish a project or to study for a test. If I was having trouble with a subject in school, I'd go home and study it until I figured it out on my own. I taught myself how to convert fractions into decimal points by going online. I've done every school project pretty much by myself. When Mom or Dad ask me how things are going in school, I've always said, good, even when it hasn't always been so good. My worst day, worst fall, worst headache, worst bruise, worst cramp, worst mean thing anyone could have said has always been nothing compared to what August has had to go through. This isn't me being noble, by the way. It's just the way I know it is. And this is the way it's always been for me, for the little universe of us. But this year, there seems to be a shift in the cosmos. The galaxy is changing, and planets are falling out of alignment. What do you think she means? Things are changing. Has been some big changes. Augie's going to school now. He's learning to be more responsible for himself. All these things that are happening. And then there's Via. Via had her first meltdown we saw. Now, we still don't know what that's over, but something isn't right. The next chapter is Before August. How things were for Via before August came. I honestly don't remember my life before August came into it. I look at pictures of me as a baby and I see Mom and Dad smiling so happily, holding me. I can't believe how much younger they looked back then. Dad was this hipster dude and Mom was this cute Brazilian fashionista. There's one shot of me at my 3rd birthday. Dad's right behind me while Mom's holding the cake with 3 lit candles. And in back of us are Tata and Papa, Grands, Uncle Ben, Aunt Kate, and Uncle Poe. Everyone's looking at me and I'm looking at the cake. You can see in that picture how I really was the first child, first grandchild, first niece. I don't remember what it felt like, of course, but I can see it plain as can be in the pictures. I don't remember the day they brought August home from the hospital. I don't remember what I said or did or felt when I saw him for the first time, though everyone has a story about it. Apparently, I just looked at him for a long time without saying anything at all. And then finally I said, "It doesn't look like Lily." That was the name of a doll that Grands had given me when Mom was pregnant, so I could practice being a big sister. It was one of those dolls that are incredibly lifelike, and I had carried it everywhere for months, changing its diaper, feeding it. I'm told I even made a baby sling for it. The story goes that after my initial reaction to August, it only took a few minutes, according to Grands, or a few days, according to Mom, before I was all over him, kissing him, cuddling him, talking baby talk to him. And after that, I never so much as touched or mentioned Lily again. Well, it sounds like Via took it just fine when Augie came, that she loved all over him. Still seems like she tries to take up for Augie and is still a good sister. Does that mean we don't get jealous sometimes? Does that mean we still can't have feelings that aren't always nice? No, we can't help sometimes the way we feel inside. That's just life. What we can help is how we react to it, what we say about it, the things we do. There's times that I get mad and upset and my feelings are hurt or whatever, but you can't let that affect you. You have to keep being positive, keep moving forward, because other people are watching you. You're other people's role model. People look up to you and they think, man, I want to be just like that person one day. So don't let others affect you and never let anybody steal your joy. You be happy no matter what. So guys, that's the end for now. When we start off tomorrow, it'll be Seeing August. So check back with us and I'll catch you all in just a little bit on Zoom conference. See you guys.